beautiful people, so it's Rickita and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, please remember to subscribe and like this video and drop your cash app in the comments so that I can go ahead and put you into my cash app drawing. Now, this video is going to be about how to raise your credit score starting at 18. So how to boost your credit score so that you can have that 750 credit score or higher. Now, this video is going to be very detailed, so I want you to take notes on it because I'm going to go into great details. And don't forget to do not let credit scare you. It's very simple, but if you mess up on it, then you should be scared. But if you go ahead and do what you got to do in the beginning, you do not have to be scared. So it's only 5 simple steps that I want you to do, and then I have a bonus step that I want you to take. And then after you start building up your profile, I'm going to show you how you'll be able to get credit cards without them looking at your credit score and looking at your credit reports after you go ahead and boost your credit score up. And the only reason why I say without looking at your credit score and your credit reports is because sometimes you don't want to get a hard inquiry, but I will get into great detail on that. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to make sure that you're knowing your social security number. When you are 18, you probably don't know your social security number, so you're going to have to get this information from your parents if you don't have it already. Don't forget your social security number should be a 9-digit number. And remember, you want to make sure you have that number correct. So I want you to have your social security number because I'm going to show you how to apply for a credit card. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to apply for a credit card. Now, starting off with credit, you may be able to get a regular credit card, but I want you to try to get a kickoff account first, and then we're going to get into getting your credit card. So kickoff is an account where you can build your credit score up. Usually after they report, you can go straight to the 600 credit score, and you'll be able to get regular credit cards at that point. Now, let's go ahead. Let me show you a few things about kickoff. I want you to start with kickoff and self-lender first because they're going to be a foundation of you building your credit score up. So with kickoff, this account right here, let me show you how it works. I want you to sign up for this account, so you have to verify your identity. So they're going to make sure that you have the correct phone number, so make sure you use your phone number because you're going to need a text message to it, right? Make sure that you have your correct social because they're going to need your social, they're going to need your date of birth, they're going to need your address, they're going to need all the information about you. So go ahead and create an account, put all your information in. They're going to put $12 into a savings account for you. So with this savings account, you cannot touch that $12. This money is going to be into a savings account for you, and every month all you have to do is log in and press submit that you want to submit a payment, and they're going to report to the credit bureaus, and we'll get into deeper what it is even the credit bureaus. They're going to report to the credit bureaus to let them know that you're paying on time. And then 2, every month you just keep logging in. So this is going to be an account that's going to start your foundation. When I say start your foundation, it's going to make you get a credit report. So right now you don't have a credit report. Nobody know who you are. You need to let the 3 credit bureaus know who you are. So let's get into what's the 3 credit bureaus. So let's go to this Credit Karma account. I have some of these credit reports up, and I want to show you what it looks like if you damage your credit report. So I don't want you to damage your credit reports because you're going to have low credit scores like this. If you follow what I'm showing you, I say in about 3 to 6 months, you're going to definitely have that 750 credit score or higher. You see, these credit scores are low. So I definitely want you to make sure that your credit score is at least a 720 credit score when you're thinking about buying a house, buying a car, or even if you don't want to do that now, keep your credit good now so you can have that option in the future. So what you want to do after you sign up for that kickoff account, they're going to report your information to the 3 main credit bureaus. So you have TransUnion, which is here. You have Equifax, and then you'll have Experian. Now, I'm going to tell you to sign up for Credit Karma after they report it to the credit bureau, because they'll have a credit report for you. That way you can see what your credit scores. Are. But remember, Credit Karma does not have all 3 of your credit scores. You'll have to go to something called Identity IQ, which is here. Let me pull that up for you. You'll have to go to something called Identity IQ, and they're going to give you all 3 of your credit scores and reports for just $1. But I don't want you to do that yet. I want you to keep the free one, right? So remember, you have 3 credit bureaus. You got TransUnion, Equifax, and then you'll have that Experian. So after you sign up for kickoff, they're going to basically send your information to the credit bureaus, and you're going to have your credit reports right here and your credit scores. Now, your credit reports, after you get all your accounts, they're going to tell you, your payment history. Are you paying your bills on time? They're going to tell us how much you're using of your credit cards, and we're going to go deeper into that too. They're going to tell you if you have any derogatory marks like collections. Collections is if you don't pay somebody, they're going to sell it to another company that's going to come after you to try to get the money. If you have a bankruptcy, bankruptcies and when you can't pay your bills, a lot of people file bankruptcy so that they don't have to pay that bill anymore. And if you have any judgments, but usually judgments are not on your credit reports anymore. That's when you go to court and you lose, and now you owe a different company or you owe a person a certain amount of money. That's a judgment. Your credit age, that's how old your accounts are. And we'll go deeper into your credit age. And then your total accounts is the number of accounts that you have and your hard inquiries. That's if you tell a company, hey, go ahead and look at my credit because I want to get a credit card from you. You want to keep this number really low. So let's start off with our plan. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to sign up for that kickoff. Remember, kickoff is the $12, right? After you get that kickoff account, after you sign up for that, right away, I want you to sign up for Self-Lender. Now, Self-Lender is an account where you'll have to pay $25 per month, $48 per month, and then I believe they have like an $89 per month. But every month you're going to pay a certain amount towards this account. And when you keep paying this bill every month for 12 months, they're going to send you all that money back in the form of a check. But as you're paying this bill every month, they're going to report to the credit bureau, which you want every account that you apply for to tell the credit bureaus that you have an account with them and you're paying them on time. If they cannot report to all 3 credit bureaus, you really do not want an account with them, okay? Remember that. You do not want an account with them if they are not going to report to all 3 credit bureaus. But this account right here is going to report to all 3 credit bureaus saying that you have an account with them and you're paying on time. The most important thing with your credit is to make sure that you're paying on time. If you pay late, then it's going to really make your credit score really low, and you're going to have a hard time getting a house, getting a job, and all those different things. Your credit is like your name. They don't care about, a lot of times, how much money you make as long as your credit is correct. So make sure you keep your credit correct, okay? Now, remember, you already signed up for kickoff and you already signed up for Self-Lender. You can do both of these in the same day. Now, after you do both of those things, I want you to wait a month. Wait a month. So it's going to be a process. So wait a month, and these 2 accounts should be reported to the credit bureaus. As soon as they report to the credit bureaus, I want you to apply for 4 credit cards. And I know that sounds crazy, but apply for 4 different credit cards. Now, the credit cards that I want you to apply for is I want you to apply for Capital One. So Capital One, I'm pretty sure you've seen it all over the TV. Is a company that actually I think they have over like 15 credit cards, probably even more. So they give out car loans. Sometimes you want to buy a car, they'll give you a loan. They give you the money to buy a car. They'll give you credit cards for your business, and they'll give you personal credit cards too. Now, the easy credit cards that I know that you can get approved for, especially knowing that you got that kickoff on your credit reports, you have Self-Lender, because at this time your credit score should at least be a 620 or maybe 600 to 620, and that's a good credit score, so you can go ahead and get a credit card. So I want you to apply for the Platinum MasterCard and the Quicksilver Rewards. So apply for these 2 credit cards, but don't forget you have to wait a month and then apply for these 2 credit cards, okay? And then 2, when you in your kickoff account, when you log in, they'll show you what your credit score is. When they show you a credit score, that means that you're in the credit bureau system, and that means you can go ahead and apply for these 2 cards. Do not apply for these 2 cards too early because you will not have a credit score. And I'm trying to show you the cheapest route to build your credit score too, because a lot of people, they start off with secured credit cards, but you can get credit just by waiting a month and doing a kickoff and a Self-Lender. So after you do kickoff and Self-Lender, apply for these 2 credit cards. And let me show you how to apply for a credit card really quickly. So let's go ahead and apply now. Go ahead and click apply now. So go ahead and put your name in here. This is just in case you never filled out an application. I never put the middle initial there because it really doesn't make a difference. So go ahead and put your first and last name in. So Rickita Taylor. And then put your date of birth in. Put your date of birth in. Put your social security number. Remember, this is that 9-digit number that I told you you have. This is to identify you. So go ahead and put your social security number in. And don't share this number with anyone. I don't know if your parents told you anything, but my parents really didn't tell me anything about credit. But make sure you don't share that social security number with anyone. Unless it's like, say if you're applying for maybe a job or something like that, something that's very important. But other than that, no one needs to know your social security number. You should hide that and guard it with your life because it is your life. You do not want anybody to steal your identity, act like they're you, because then they'll get credit cards in their name and then they'll mess them up and then they're going to come after you to pay them. So make sure you guard this number with your life. And they're going to ask if you're a U.S. citizen. So I am a U.S. citizen. I'm not sure what you'll do if you're not a U.S. citizen, I'm guessing they said too, under federal regulation requirements, we have to gather more information for you. So if you're not a U.S. citizen, go ahead and contact, Capital One to see what they're going to need for you. Let's put no and see what they say. Are you a resident alien? Okay, yeah, that's going to go deeper into something I don't know. So if you're not a U.S. citizen, make sure you contact Capital One. Do you have citizenship in another country? No, I do not. Now they're going to ask, what is your address? So let's go ahead and put our address in. So go ahead and put your address in. Now you may see your address pop up here. Now if you see your address pop up here, definitely go ahead and click it. But if you do not see your address, go ahead and type it in. So I put my street name here. If you have an apartment number, go ahead and put your apartment number here. So I'm going to put apartment 52. Go ahead and put your zip code in. Put your city here. So I'll put West Columbia and South Carolina. And then make sure that all that information is correct, because that's where they're going to send your credit card information. That's where they're going to send your credit card to. You don't want them to send it to anybody else. Go ahead and... they don't like it. I'm going to just leave that the same. They're going to let you know if that's incorrect, because that's not my address. So go ahead and put your email address in. So I put the email address in. Now put your phone number in. That is my phone number, just in case you have questions. Call or text me. Let them know if it's your cell phone, if it's a home, or if it's to work. Now they're going to ask your employment status. Now I always put that I'm self-employed. I always put self-employed, regardless. And if you want to put something else, you can go ahead and put something else, or whatever your case may be. Say if you're employed, you'll put employed, and you'll put your employer here. But just know too, a lot of your application is going to be based off of your income and your employment, and they're going to base it off too if you have a checking and a savings account too. So I always put self-employed. I always put that I'm an investor. And I put my annual income always at $200,000. My monthly rent, I always put $1, but go ahead and put $600 here. So my monthly rent is $600. Do you have any bank accounts? Check-ins and savings. I always put check-ins and savings, and I'll go deeper into how to set up a savings account, how to set up a check-ins account. If you need that information, definitely let me know in the comments, and I'll make a video about how to get a check-ins and a savings account. If offered, would you be interested in blank checks for cash advances? I would say no, because I really don't want to do cash advances. Cash advances is when they give you money off of your credit cards. But I'm going to go into interest rate and all that good stuff, and you'll realize why you don't need to do that. If you want a video about cash advances, definitely let me know. I think that should be a separate video. But go ahead and review the information. So review the electronic communication disclosure, and then check the box that you have reviewed it. And what language do you speak? I speak English. Now the interest rate, the APR is 26.99%. Now, when I say the APR, that's the percentage rate that they're going to charge you on this credit card. Now, this is a really high percentage rate for a credit card. Usually you want your credit card percentage to be less than the 10% if you can help it, right? Now, the thing is, for this credit card is 26.99%. So when you get this credit card, I do not want you to really use it. Don't spend more than 5%. So say if they give you a $500 credit card, do not spend more than the $25 on it. Do not spend more than $25 on it. They give you $300. Do not spend more than $15 on it. And remember, if you're ever late on your credit card, they're going to charge you up to $39. And usually it's $39. It's not up to. They're going to charge you $39. So I don't care. I don't care if you only owe $25 and you're late they're going to charge you $39 late fee. So make sure that you're not late on your credit card payments, and always pay the minimum amount. So usually the minimum amount of your credit cards, especially like a balance this low, is only $25. Now remember, I don't want you to really spend your credit cards right now. I want you to just get the credit cards, watch more of my videos about how to maintain credit and what you use your credit for. Do not start getting these credit cards and living off of them, because you're going to put yourself in debt, and you think you have problems now, but you're going to really have problems when you have a lot of bill collectors calling you. And I'm going to go into the collection companies when we go back over the Credit Karma. So go ahead and click continue. Now don't forget, I can't click continue because of this address, but I know an address that I can put in. I just want you to make sure. There we go. They fixed it for me. Okay, continue. So they're going to give you all of the information that you put on here. They want to make sure that all this information about you is correct. And remember too, that social security number, make sure that that is the correct social security number, because that's how they're going to identify you. And then I want you to click continue. And then they want to make sure that you have the additional acknowledgement. So the privacy and the opt-out notice, that is really big. And then you're authorizing them to check your credit and employment history. Go ahead and click submit application. Now this is fake information, so I know that it's not going to go through. So, they're going to give you a message letting them know that they're going to contact you in 7 to 10 business days. But usually you should get a pop-up right away letting you know, congratulations, you've been approved for a $500 credit card or a $300 credit card, and you will click accept. So that's going to give you that one credit card. Now, don't forget, I want you to have two. So I showed you how to fill out an application. So now that same information I showed you, you can use that same information to fill out any card application that you have. Now, I'm going to show you one more company that's going to kind of be slightly different, but I'll show you what you'll have to put there. So remember, they're going to ask your yearly income. That means out the whole year, how much you're going to make. But remember, if you say you don't make any money, they're not going to give you a credit card, because how are you going to pay it back? So make sure that you have a job or you have some type of income coming in. Even if you were to get money from your parents or get money from school, that's income. So put that in the income column, the income box that's there. So remember, I want you to apply for the MasterCard and the Quicksilver. So now you have the MasterCard and Quicksilver. You apply for both of those in the same day. Capital One would allow you to have two, but you cannot have the same. You can't get two Platinums and you can't get two Quicksilvers. You got to get one of each. Remember that, Platinum and Quicksilver. Now, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to go to creditonebank.com. So let me go ahead and edit this, because I already did this for another video. So go to creditonebank.com. When you go to this website here, you're going to see at the top, it's going to say see if you pre-qualify. Go ahead and click on see if you pre-qualify. Now, remember, I told you this application may be different. So remember, they're going to ask for your first name, your last name, your mailing address. That's on the same other application we just seen. They're going to ask your email address, your phone number, your social security number. Remember, that's the 9-digit number. They're going to ask your date of birth, and they're going to ask your monthly income. Not for the year. They're going to ask how much you make per month. Now, that's the only difference for this application. And remember, if you don't know your monthly income, or if you don't know your yearly income, your monthly income is whatever you make per year divided by 12. Your yearly income will be how much you make per month times 12. So you'll multiply that by 12. So go ahead and put in all this information and click See Card Offers, and you will see how you can go through the application process. Now, I have a lot of videos on my channel showing you how to apply for Credit One Bank, how to apply for Capital One Bank. So go ahead and check those videos out, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, I see how to do it. Just follow along with that video. So I want you to have two Capital Ones, the Platinum and the Quicksilver. I want you to have one Credit One Bank credit card, because they will only allow you to have one. And then probably in a month or two, they may send you a message, or they may mail you something saying, hey, apply for another Credit One Bank credit card. But starting off, they're only going to let you have that one credit card. And then I want you to apply for Victoria's Secrets. Now, Victoria's Secrets is just an easy credit card. I tell everybody to apply for Victoria's Secrets, only because it's very easy to get. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a trick, but it's probably going to take you 3 months to be able to do this trick. Sometimes it could be, I guess it could be quicker than 3 months, but I want you to keep trying as you're on your credit journey. Even if you try every week, you try every Saturday, you try every Friday, I want you to try it, because I'm going to show you how you get this Victoria's Secret credit card without them looking at your credit score or looking at your credit reports. Now, let's get back into this account here. Now, I have to type in the login information, so let me go ahead and type this in now. Let's get back into Credit Karma. Well, you know what? Let me show you how to use Credit Karma. So if you go to creditkarma.com, because I never showed you how to do this. Let's get into creditkarma.com. Now, this is where you're going to get all three of your credit reports. Well, you're going to get two of your credit scores and reports for free. So all I want you to do is go to creditkarma.com and click sign up now for free. So when you sign up now for free, they're going to ask you what's your email address and what do you want your password to be. So let's create one. Okay, so next. And then now that we have that done, they're going to ask us, what's your first name? What's your last name? What's your street address? What's your city, state, and zip code? What's your date of birth? What's your social security number? And then last 4 digits of your social security, and then check the box and click next step. Now remember, I already have an account with them, so I can't create another account with them. But I want to show you what it's going to look like after you get that account. So let me show you what that's going to look like. So all you're going to do is just log into your account. So go ahead and log into your account. Now you see how that credit score is under 400. Yours should start off in a 600 or higher. That's a good credit score that you should have. So remember, this is your TransUnion credit report. This is your Equifax credit report. And then you're going to have your Experian. Now, you see how I told you to apply for these different credit cards? These different credit cards, they'll pick different reports to look at. And they're going to look at your payment history. They're going to look at how many credit cards you have right now. They're going to see if you're keeping your balance low on your credit card. So you want to keep all these areas intact so that you can go ahead and get a credit card. But let me dig deep into a credit report so that you can understand what exactly you should have and what you should be doing. So the first thing I want you to understand is make sure that you're always paying your bills on time. Make sure you don't have any late payments. So let's look at Equifax. So they have credit cards here. So this payment history is at 54%. Now, we click right here on payment history. I really want you to keep this at 100%. That means that you are never late on your credit card or you're never late on any account. They cannot mark you late. So say if your bill was due on the 1st, they cannot mark you late until you're 30 days late, 30 days or higher. If you're not 30 days late, they cannot mark you late. So say if your bill's due on the 1st, as long as you pay before the 30th, then you should be fine. They should not mark you late. So make sure that you always pay your bills right away. Make sure you do not get a card or you do not spend money on a card if you cannot pay that bill, because it's going to really mess up your credit score and drop it. And when I say drop your credit score, you're going to have a bad credit score like this client, and you do not want to have a bad credit score. So let's go back. So remember to pay all your bills on time, and you should always see this at 100%. If you do not have this at 100% and you mess up, call me because I can help remove that late payment from your credit report. So that's an option, but you don't want to get to the point where you have to remove stuff from your credit report. Removing means, hey, Rickita, I got some bad stuff on my credit. Can you get it off so that nobody sees that it was ever bad? So keep it good so nobody have to help you remove anything. So keep this at 100%. Now your credit card usage, let's go here. Now with your credit card usage, you want to keep this at 5%. Remember I told you I don't want you to spend more than 5% on a credit card. So this client, let's act like it's $300. Their credit card is actually, they have a credit card for $297 and they spent $432. You see how it's red? Red means that it's bad. Red, and then you see yellow, and then you see the green. Now, I told you don't spend more than 5%. So this client right here with a $297 card, they shouldn't spend more than $14 and $15 on a credit card. But they spent $432, so now they're in the red zone. So if you ask me, the 0 to 9%, you see right here, try to stay under the 30%. Under 10% is even better. And remember, you do not need to carry any credit card debt to build your credit. So Credit Karma is going to teach you basically what's your credit score and what you should do to keep your credit score up. So make sure you read these little things. You know, I've been doing credit for a while, so now I understand it a lot. But make sure when you're at Credit Karma, you're looking at everything and you're reading everything, because it's going to really help you and it's going to really teach you. So with this card, they're going to tell you all your cards, because you're going to have, remember, I told you to apply for 4 credit cards. So you're going to see 4 credit cards here. And they're going to tell you how much you have available, and then the first one is going to be how much you use. So the first column will be how much you use, and then the last one will be how much is your credit limit, how much you had available. So go ahead and keep your balance low and keep this number right here. You see where it says 145? Keep that at 5% or lower. That would be best. I see a lot of people at 0%. That's even better too. Now, derogatory marks, you should always have a 0 here. Make sure you pay all of your bills on time. If you do not pay your bills on time, this is what you're going to see. So this person right here, they got a loan with Rise for $2,753 and they did not pay it back. Since they did not pay it back, they gave that account to NCB Management Service. This is a collection company. This collection company is basically coming after this client saying, hey, you have to pay me. You have to pay me the $2,753. And then they told the credit bureau, which lowered their credit score. So the thing is, too, the LVMV funding. Remember I told you to get Credit One Bank? This client had 2 credit cards with Credit One Bank, and they did not pay them back. So now LVMV funding is coming to try to get the money. So they're coming to try to get the money. So remember, pay all of your bills on time, and you should see a 0 there. You should see a 0 here. Now, your credit age, that's how long you've been using credit, how long you've been having credit. Now, with this credit age right here is 5 months. You're probably going to see only just 1 month because you just started, right? But if you were to get student loans, then you will see it's going to start aging over time. So the older you get, you will see it aging, right? And don't forget, I'm going to have a bonus on how to get that age up really quickly and have your credit really high from the beginning. Because I started getting real estate young, and I don't know if you're going to want to start getting real estate young. If you're staying in the dorm, or say if you're renting a house, I'm going to show you how you can get your credit score high so you can buy a house right away when you're young. If you buy a house, then you can have other people renting from you in that house. So definitely, I want to show you how to get your credit age higher. Total accounts is the total accounts that you have. So let's go here so you will see what it looks like. So you'll click there and you'll click on accounts. Now, these are all of the accounts that this person actually has. So they got $5,400 in total balances. So their credit cards, they owe $432. Their collections, they have $4,990. Other loans is at $11. So this is where you're going to see all of your accounts. Now, these accounts right here, they're open, right? When you want to see your old accounts or like your closed accounts, you will click right there on closed and you will see all of these accounts here. Now, this client messed up on all of these different credit cards. So now we have to get that removed from the credit reports. So make sure you don't mess up. You see all of these accounts are in green. Right here, you see that that's green. That's that kickoff account. Remember I had you sign up for kickoff already? That was the first thing you actually did. So go ahead and sign up for kickoff, and it's going to really help boost your credit score up because they're going to report to the credit bureau and boost your credit score. So that is all your accounts. Now, the last thing is very important, and I want you to understand this, okay? So let me go back to my screen. The first original screen is hard inquiries. You want to make sure that you do not. You see, I told you to apply for those 4 different credit cards. You don't want to let a lot of companies keep getting your social security number, your date of birth. You don't want to keep applying for a lot of different credit cards because your inquiries are going to go up. You do not want your inquiries to go up. And when I say inquiries, that's people that's inquiring about your credit. That means that you told them, hey, look at my credit because I want to get a credit card from you. Now, this can really drop your credit score. So you want to make sure that you're not giving your information to a lot of companies. Get those 4 credit cards and sit on them. Do not get any more credit cards right now. Just sit on them and relax. Relax, relax, relax. Now, when I say relax, that means don't keep applying for more credit cards because as you start getting credit, you're going to realize, wow, I can have 15 or 20 credit cards. You do not want to have that many credit cards to start off. You just want to start off with these credit cards, boost your credit score up to the point where if you want to get a car, you can get a car. If you want to get a house, you can get a house. That's the level you would be at with me. I just want to show you the beginning level. If you want to get to a higher level, follow along in my other videos, but start with this first. And don't be too anxious to get more credit because if you have a lot of inquiries on your credit reports, it's going to really drop your credit score. And you do not want to drop your credit score. So all I want you to do is make sure that you're not applying for more credit cards if you want to get these inquiries. Now, if you have a lot of inquiries on your credit report, I do have an inquiry removal ebook down below in the description. You can get that ebook and it'll show you how to remove those inquiries in 12 hours or less. Now, the thing is, I just want you to get in the habit of not messing up to have to fix anything, okay? Because it's going to be easy. I know you guys probably know a lot of your parents that probably have bad credit, or they never owned a house, or they never really had like a nice car. Get to the point where you have your credit together so you can get that nice house, you can get that nice car. You don't have to worry about those different things. So let's do a recap on your credit and what I want you to do. So I want you to make sure that you sign up for kickoff, okay? sign up for Kickoff first, get this account. They're going to report to the credit bureaus, and then sign up for Self-Lender. You can do both of these accounts in the same day, Kickoff and Self-Lender in the same day. So after you sign up for these accounts, then you should be able to sign up for Credit Karma so you can get your credit scores. And if you can't get your credit scores from Credit Karma, then I want you to sign up for these 4 credit cards first. So I want you to go here first because I want you to see what your credit score is, because now you finally got a credit score, right? And after you do that, then I want you to sign up for the Platinum and a Quicksilver credit card with Capital One. I want you to sign up for Credit One Bank, and I want you to sign up for Victoria's Secret. But right after this, I'm going to show you how to get the Victoria's Secret credit card. Now, the next thing, let's do a recap on Credit Karma. Make sure you pay all your bills on time. This should be at 100%. Make sure that you keep the balance low on your credit cards. This should be at a 5%. Do not spend more than 5% on your credit cards, or it's going to drop your credit score. Make sure that you do not mess up on any credit card where you don't pay them at all, because what they're going to do is they're going to send it to a collection agency, and you're going to see this number go from 0 to 1, 2, 3. Some people have 30 different things here. You do not want to have that, because it's going to drop your credit score. Nobody's going to want to give you a house, want to give you a loan on anything. And remember, certain jobs that you want to get in the future may look at your credit, so make sure you keep it together now. Another thing too, your credit age, you'll see now you're probably going to start off at the 1, 2, 3 months. But as you go on, it's going to go higher. Now your total accounts, that's the number of accounts that you have in total. So make sure that you look at those accounts and make sure those accounts are yours, or make sure that your accounts are even reporting to your credit reports. Your hard inquiries is going to be how many accounts that you're applying for that you gave them permission to look at your credit reports. Remember, you want to keep this low. I really don't want to see more than 4 here. So make sure you keep that at 4 below or 5 below all the time. And remember, always pay your bills on time. If you get any negative accounts like, dang, Rickita, I know I didn't listen. I got a collection. What do I do now? Call or text me at 833-RICKITA, because I can help you remove that from your credit reports. Make sure that you're paying down your credit card. Say if you were to use your credit card, just pay it down and it will go back down to the 5% and it will boost your credit score up. If you spend too much on a credit card, it's going to drop your credit score. So now you're probably at the 620. It's going to drop you in the 500s, and that's a bad place to be. So when they drop you in the 500s, pay that bill off or pay it back down to the 5%, and you'll see your credit score go back up to the 600s. And then make sure you're just paying all of your bills on time. If you have any bill, pay it on time. And do not get credit from somebody that you cannot pay back, because it's high interest out there on your loans. If you need more information about, Rickita, what's interest? Definitely teach me about that. Go ahead and leave that comment in the description. Like, I need help with interest, Rickita. I need help with these collections. Like, teach me these different things. What credit cards am I going to get after this, Rickita? I follow these instructions. I have these credit cards. What next? If you need that information, go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know. Now, remember, I told you I was going to give you a bonus on age and on your credit cards. So I'm not sure if you have a parent out there that has a credit card, you can ask them, and they're paying on time. Remember, they're paying on the time and they're keeping the balance low. You can ask them to add you as an authorized user. If they add you as an authorized user, then that should boost your credit score up a lot. Now that's going to give you age. So if your parent had that account for 5 years, you're going to see 5 years here now, and it's going to really help boost your credit score up a lot. It's going to put you in the 700s. Now they have something out there called trade lines. Now you're going to hear these different things, so I want you to be prepared for them. Some people got good trade lines, some people got bad trade lines, and sometimes you will sign up for a trade line, you'll get boosted to the 700s, but then you'll see in a few months it drop off. If you get a trade line added to your credit reports, make sure that you're doing something with it right away. Maybe you want to get a car at 0% interest, or like a 2, 3, 4, 5% interest rate. Go ahead and add that trade line on. Or say if you're trying to get a house right now, you're like, well, kid, I can get a house. I want to do it. If you're trying to get a house right now, add that trade line on. It's going to really boost your credit score up, and you'll have a greater chance of getting a house. But make sure that you know who you're getting these trade lines from. Make sure that you're doing your research. You do not want to give out your Social Security number to anybody. It's very important to you. So make sure that you're not giving out your Social Security number. And let's go into the video right after this. It's going to show you how to get credit cards without them pulling your credit reports and without them looking at your credit score. So I want you to thumbs up this video, subscribe, like this, make sure that you're, liking my channel in general by liking all my different videos out there. Go to more videos and thumbs up those videos if you really like them. Leave me a comment with your Cash App. If you do not have Cash App, look down in the description. I have a link there where you can sign up for Cash App and we'll both get $5. So go ahead, sign up. I do my Cash App giveaway every first of the month. And hopefully this is great. This is great information. I feel like this was a full-on class. Hopefully this information was great for you. And let me know if you have any questions for me. You can always call me at 833-Rickita. Thank you. Do is, if you want to try my trick, I want you to opt into Factor Trust. So to opt into Factor Trust, you have to go ahead and click here. So this is the website. I'll have it down in the description. I want you to opt into Factor Trust. So when you opt into Factor Trust, all you're doing is telling them, hey, I want to get credit card offers. And you have to apply. You have to actually give them your name, your address, your social security number, your date of birth. They're a credit bureau. So they're similar to, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Those are the three major ones. But go ahead and click submit. After you click submit, then you want to go ahead and enter that information that I told you that you'll have to submit. Go ahead and submit that information and click confirm. Now, when you submit this, remember, you're telling them I want offers. So be prepared to get a lot of offers in the mail. But that's good because remember, you're trying to build your credit score up. And for you to build your credit score up, you need at least 4 credit cards. Now, let me show you what you can do after you actually opt in. After you opt in, then you have a chance of getting approved for credit cards without them actually checking your credit score. So let's go ahead and go to victoriassecrets.com because that's an easy website where you can just test and see if you can do the opt-in. You don't have to get the credit cards, but you can see if you get the pop-up saying you're pre-approved without them checking your credit scores and without them actually give you that hard inquiry. So let's go to victoriassecrets.com. So after we go to victoriassecrets.com, I want you to put $250 worth of items in your cart. I already have items in my cart because I did not clear my cookies. So if you try this trick and it's not working for you, I want you to clear your cookies. I want you to clear your cookies and I want you to go into incognito mode. And if you want me to go through that, let me just run through it really quickly. You don't have to ask. I'll just do it. Let's go ahead and click the 3 dots here at the top. So it's 3 dots at the top and go to settings. After you go to settings, I want you to put pop into the box. And I'm going to kind of go fast because I don't want to, if you already know this, I don't want to, pull you through it. But I want you to go ahead and click here where you see it's highlighted with the pop. Go ahead and click there, scroll to the bottom, and you want to make sure that you click pop here, and then you allow pop-ups. You make sure that it says allowed. So make sure it says allowed on your computer. Go ahead and click enter again on pop. Let's go ahead and just put pop in again. I want you to go to clear browsing data. That's your cookies. That's when they track you. They know where you've been. So far they say I've been to 169 sites. I downloaded 10 items. Like they know too much, right? So I want you to clear your data. So after you clear your data, they're not going to have this information anymore. So I want you to go to the Victoria's Secrets website, but I want you to do it in an incognito mode. I'm able to do it without incognito, but I want you to see what it looks like to do it in incognito. And this is actually called the shopping cart trick, what we're going to be doing. So I want you to put Victoria's Secrets here, click submit, click enter, and I want you to put that $200 to $250 worth of items in your cart. So I like to just go ahead and hover over sleep and go to cami sets. But again, it can be any $200 to $250 that you want to go ahead and pick the items. You can pick them yourself. You don't have to go ahead and follow these items, but I suggest you follow them, but you don't have to. And you can always rewind, slow it down, or whatever it takes so that you can go ahead and get this trick to work for you. So I like to click the small. And I like to get 4 of them. And so I get the same items. I don't like to go ahead and get different items. I think it's just too much work and it's not necessary. So I want to add this to my bag. Now I want to click checkout. Now, as you can see here, the items is actually only $198, but with taxes, it's going to put me over that $200 mark. So I'm not concerned about it. So I'm going to click checkout. After you click checkout, you want to check out as a guest. So go ahead and click checkout as a guest. Now, I want you to go ahead and type your information in, that same information that you put into Factor Trust. I want you to put your first and last name here, your address here. I want you to put your phone number and your email address in. And the only reason why you want to put that same exact information, that's because when the Factor Trust sent your information over to these credit card companies, the only thing that they gave them was your name, your address, your phone number, and your email address so that they can mail you stuff, they can email you things, you can get all these different offers, right? So put that same information in here, but I'm going to type this information in of the client that I have. So remember, you want to make sure that this is that same information. If you do not put the information in correct, then they're not going to go ahead and give you that pop-up that I'm going to show you in a second. So I'm just typing in all the information that you will have to put in so that you can get that pop-up. And keep this in mind too. There's over 60 different credit cards that allow you to get credit cards without them checking your credit score. So go ahead, if you get approved for this one, if you get the pop-up, I want you to get the shopping cart trick guide in the description where you can see those 60 different credit cards. So I have all of the information put in. So I just want to verify that everything is correct so we can get the pop-up. So far everything is correct. I want to click continue to delivery. So after you click continue to delivery, this is the pop-up that you're going to get. It's going to say, congratulations, you're pre-approved for the Victoria's Secret credit card. And this is the pop-up for all of the companies. You should get the same exact pop-up saying that you're pre-approved. Now, they're asking you to pick which credit card you want to get. So I always like to get the pink. If you watch this plenty of times because you're trying to master this trick, then you know I love the pink card. So I'm going to click accept now. And what they're going to ask you for is I want you to put your date of birth here, your last 4 digits of your social twice, and they want you to go ahead and check this box here and click finish, submit for review. So that is what they want you to put here. And remember, after you go ahead and put this information in, they're going to let you know, congratulations, you're pre-approved for $500. You're pre-approved for $1,000. Now, I don't suggest that you actually buy the things on this. I don't suggest that you go ahead and get it. What I would do is I would just exit out. So I would click that X right there. And after they tell you how much you're approved for, they're going to send you that card in the mail. So you can go ahead and look at my guide down in the description. It's called the Shopping Cart Trick Guide. And you'll be able to get those same credit cards that's on that guide. And remember, they're not going to be checking your credit score and they're not going to be pulling your credit reports, giving you that hard inquiry. But if you have problems with hard inquiries, then go ahead and look down in the description. I have the hard inquiry removal guide also, where you can go ahead and remove inquiries from your credit reports. But yes, guys, I taught you guys the trick. So now I want you just to implement it. And remember, you want to opt into Factor Trust. After you opt into Factor Trust, it's going to be so many different offers coming in the mail. And now they're going to tell these different companies that you want to get the credit card, which is going to make it easier for you to be able to get them. So if you have any questions, go ahead and call or text me. My phone number is 833-Rickita. And remember, I'm always here for you. So you can always call or text me. You're my assistants. We're definitely here for you. And if you want me to try to see if I can do this trick for you, I also have a section in the description that says, click here if you want me to try to do the trick for you. And usually that trick can be done within 24 hours so I can see if I can get you pre-approved. If you have any questions, like I said, call or text me. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment with your Cash App so you can be entered into my monthly drawing.